Our planet faces massive economic, social, and environmental challenges. To combat these challenges, the Sustainable Development Goals sets the priorities and the agenda for 2030. The Sustainable Development Goals 2030 agenda was born out of a United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development in Rio de Janeiro in 2012.
That took some courage, 193 people to agree 17 goals, and I can tell you that in that process, even today, many think 17 goals are many. We started with about 500.
And Nigeria, among 192 other states, is a sovereign member, playing an active role in peacekeeping and even contributed the 5th largest number of peacekeepers in the United Nations peacekeeping operations, among other initiatives. On the global agenda, we explore the development opportunities across the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, from no poverty, reduced inequalities, gender equality, climate change, and more. In this ancient global village, we all have a civic duty to preserve our planet for future generations in a sustainable manner. Goal 5 aims to end all forms of discrimination against women and girls everywhere. It is implemented through actors that play active roles in sensitizing the public on the negative effects and the need to end all harmful practices such as child marriage, female genital mutilation, and rape, but rather ensure full and effective participation as well as equal opportunities for leadership at all levels.
I have the distinct privilege and honor of being in an office where I am in decision making, but I am a woman. And in 5 years' time, when I step out of that office, what will I say that I have done for women?
It is such a sad reality that the menace of sexual violence and assault is on the increase in Nigeria, as women and children as young as 3 months old are violated and have their basic human rights trampled on. Through various campaigns and initiatives, survivors of sexual violence and assault are encouraged to break the silence despite cultural and religious influences that see most cases go unreported, denying victims the justice they deserve.
I can't understand the fact that a grown-up man for that age can bring himself so low to the point of raping or molesting a child that calls him dad. So I can't place it. When we got to know that the girl in particular is pregnant, it started being nice, unusually, to the greatest shock of our life. The day that was set for us to take this girl to the hospital, on getting back from work, was when we met her at the pool of our own blood. It was when my sister lifted her up because she could barely stand, that the something just dropped and the blood just started popping out, clotted. In fact, he even assisted in mopping the blood.
So, when was the first day this happened to you? When was the first time?
The first time that he started in November, started to sleep with me. I was in the kitchen washing plates. So he come and call me, leave the plate and go. So he want to send me something, I don't know. He want to call me to come inside. So I go and remove his clothes. So he asked me to remove my pants. So I remove my pants. He start to sleep with me.
Did he tell you not to tell anybody? Tell me the things that he said to you.
He asked me to not tell my mom, to not tell anybody. If I tell, he will poison me or he put something for water for me to drink. or will use knife and kill me. So I did not tell my mommy.
So when did you realize that something had changed in your body? What were some of the signs that you saw?
I don't know. Because my mother called me and said, please come. Are you pregnant? I said, no, I'm not pregnant. Because I was not from it.
Was it a hospital they took you to? What kind of place? Describe the place that you went to.
They take me to chemist for town. They go and give me injection, then put me drugs, medicine for a month, then they put me for my private part. I come back to the house. On Wednesday, my stomach started to pain me.
You molested the child, got her pregnant, and took her to a quack doctor. I want justice for Jessica. That is just the only thing I've said. If she can find any help and not allow this man to go scot-free, please, Jessica need your help.
He said he's a pastor. He packed into the house last year, March. So when he packed into the house, I was coming close to my children, 3 of them. One fateful day, we were in the room watching news. They are inside the bedroom playing. So when we want to go to my own room and sleep, I had a Vaseline in her body. I asked Patience, what is that Vaseline doing in your body? Why am I hearing that smell of Vaseline? She said, Mommy, nothing. So I thought the way they used to play and scatter things is normal. And another day, I had it. And I confront the guy. What is that Vaseline doing in Patience's body? He ignored me, he didn't say anything.
Okay, so tell me.
That's name her mom called me. That he wants to send me to buy bread for him. So when I come home, now tell me that let me come. Let me let down to be chest.
I'm listening to you.
I don't know where else to be and where else to be.
I'm listening to you.
I'm not telling you that if it's in pain, I'll say yes. Oh, I shout to my nose, my mother, my nose.
How many times did Uncle do this to you?
They do it with me plenty times.
To properly reintegrate and rehabilitate victims of sexual assault referral centers have emphasized on the importance of access to quality services for survivors, such as emergency contraceptives, testing facilities, and information on service providers across various sectors in the nation.
Was there the possibility that if things deteriorated, that it could have caused her to be infertile?
If infection sets in, it could affect the tubes, okay? It could cause blockade, that the tubes could block, and of course, once the tubes are blocked, there's no way the conception will take place. So it could have affected her. But
well, I must apologize to the survivors for the damage, the psychological trauma they have gone through in the hands of the perpetrators. And I want to assure them that by the grace of God, with the evidences generated from the centers, the perpetrators that are already charged before the court are likely going to pay dearly for daring to do what they did to the survivors. So I want to call on the survivors to keep calm, open up, speak out. I know this is not an easy task.
To improve rapid response, actors in the government have been sensitized on the need to ensure all stakeholders like security units, social workers, safe house providers and medical personnel, as well as everyone else, plays their part effectively in providing quality services for the domestication of human and child rights, as well as the promotion of the 2030 Sustainable Development Goal Agenda in Nigeria. Thank you for joining me on the Global Agenda. I am Ukeme Etuknwa.